We the salt of the earth, and our taste gon' stale. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Rap is just a free throw. I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic. Now I'm taking my home.
I was 24, trying to see 25. I was
burned down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak.
Looked around, all I saw was death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, I put life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Looked around, all us death is death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, nigga, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Now I said it best, you know we just surviving the times, and it's survival of the fit. Strong survive. That's why each and every day I pray to the Most High, cause most of my people ain't make it to see 25. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting, crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting, crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting, crackers ain't gonna want me alive. Less it's 25 to life and I'm stuck in a cell. 23 hours to slot, yo my nigga, that's hell. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. We the salt of the earth, our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. It's time to come together, that's the only way to excel. May the Lord's anger rain down fury like hellfire and brimstone. Revert these devils to Flintstones. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon, rubble with the angel and the lion of Judah, king of the jungle. Ephraim is a flame, turn the Esau into stubble. This the patience of the saints, so always remain humble. He who endures to the end will see this place crumble. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries. Victims of lost identity, but now we got the recipe. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries. Victims of lost identity, but now we got the rest. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. I said the Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die, the day that we die. I rep the Most High until the day that I die.
We still put the bars together with anger and vengeance, praying that the breath of my enemies get extinguished. Niggas rhyme nursery like I'm here in Disney. How can I spit soft when crackers they wanna end me? Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids a father. That's why you see me rolling around with that revolver, 6-shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style next. 6-shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style. 6-shooter on me like the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style next. But they can't duplicate y'all while they recuperate. Came a long way from moving perks about the Super 8. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail. Looking like a Hebrew. But I don't beef over the web, just step to me when I see you. Nose triangle on that 50 cal Eagle. Not even a main event, it's just a preview. Right before the movie, big budgets and Uzi. Big butted bitches, low 30 up to the Thule. Nigga so groovy, come and check the stilo. I leave, they talking again, it's like I'm Debo. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, nah, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. I'm done, drop the mic, nah, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, taking my home. So it won't fall in the hands of fuck niggas. Me, I play the cards I'm dealt with Trump niggas. Ball on these haters, they swear I could dunk nigga. Want nigga, choppers fit nice in the trunk nigga. A problem over here, you can see me out front nigga. Jump nigga, mean if you froggy, I front nigga. Front nigga, front nigga, front nigga, front nigga, front nigga. 6-shooter on me, like I'm in the Wild West.
speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die. The day that we die. I'll let the Most High until the day that I die. We're still here. Die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Day that we die. Day that we die.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on rest for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a crippling. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I'll tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind field. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. Or you take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times. It is death do us part. Look. So how you feel about this truth I done shown you? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead and sold out on. In the photo, salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
Kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, fear, give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the feast of Purim. UBK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he give them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody trying to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They're the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Is anybody in here? Huh? Is anybody in the group? No. Come. Good to keep it open. Right. What's it doing? All right, you're good. All right, clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah to all the brothers, and Shalom Alta Hashem Yahushua to all the sisters. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, in the Deacon Manager. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans on the true Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. And can you get Luke chapter 6 and verse 31? Today we're going to be talking about how to love your brothers. How to love your brothers, because a lot of brothers and sisters in the world, they don't understand how to love their people and love their brothers. A lot of people in the world mistreat their brothers to a point where it has really destroyed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I mean, we have leaders that don't teach us how to love each other. We have leaders that don't teach us how to come together and love one another. They don't teach true brotherhood. So what we're going to get into today is how to love your brothers. Because, and also some people in the world think that marching is going to help our brothers. Marching is going to help our brothers somehow. They think that marching is how you love your brothers. But marching is not loving your brothers. You got that scripture?
Oh,
Go ahead and read.
This is the book of Luke, chapter, what was it again?
Chapter 6, verse 31.
Chapter 6, verse 41.
31.
31.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Give to every man that asketh of thee.
Hold on. Luke chapter 6, verse 31.
30. And as ye would that man should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Man, this is true brotherhood right here. This is true brotherhood. I mean, same as what I was taught. What I was taught here in Isupk, to not be afraid, not be afraid of anything, to not smoke. That smoking weed was wrong. That sleeping with whores was wrong. You good?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's to the microphone. That's to the microphone. Wait, which one are you looking for?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh. That sleeping with whores was wrong. That eating pork is wrong. Is the same reason why I'm gonna sit right here in this chair and teach the same thing to brothers and sisters that come in here. I'm gonna teach the same thing. To not be afraid. To not smoke weed. I mean, it says, read it again.
And as ye would that man should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
As they would do to you, do ye also to them likewise. Like the men above me taught me how not to be afraid. They taught me how that smoking was wrong. They taught me all those things.
Right.
That eating pork was wrong. That sleeping with whores was wrong. They taught me those things. So to be able to do the same thing, I'm gonna do the same thing and go and teach other brothers how not to be afraid, how not to smoke weed, how not to sleep with whores, because that's brotherhood. I want to teach them that you shouldn't go out and eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You sit right in this chair and teach them that because it was done to me. It was done unto me. I mean, I'm going to teach you everything that I was taught from the men above me. And this includes on how to love your brothers, how to love each other, how not to hate each other. I mean, how do we love our brothers?
By treating them like I would want to be treated.
Yeah. What are some ways of how we love our brothers?
Some ways like okay, I see what you're saying. Like my brother picks up a cigarette, I tell him, drop that. I don't know if that's where you're heading.
Yeah. But I mean, that is a way. I mean, I wouldn't tell them like that. I mean, I'd be like, I let them know I let them know the dangers of what that cigarette is going to do to them.
Right.
But I let them know that the Lord doesn't want us to be smoking cigarettes. I mean,
well, I would do what the scripture says, like as you want them to do to you.
Yeah,
go to them.
Exactly. Like what you would want done unto you, do unto them.
I would want somebody to stop me from doing wrong, so I don't suffer the consequence.
You would want somebody to stop me?
I would want somebody to tell me, don't go there because this is not happening.
Same.
Most of us mind our business.
Not even
we don't do that.
Exactly. We're missing that. We're missing because a lot of us, like you said, we just mind our business.
Yeah.
Mind our business. It's not my problem.
Yeah.
Not my problem
That's
at all.
exactly.
But really, it is our problem.
Right.
It's most definitely our problem. I mean, what are other ways?
Aside from keeping it sin, feed them, clothe them,
That's not what it is. Giving them food.
heal them.
Say it again.
Heal them.
Heal them.
Yeah. We just did that at camp the other day.
Yeah.
That brother that
We did do that at camp. I remember that. My brother was helped. His brother was hurt, so he was able to go out and help that brother, give him a band-aid, able to patch him up, heal them. I mean, what about going to him alone? Helping him with a simple problem. Following the law, statutes, commandments. I mean, helping them with the problem. There's some brothers that are going to need help with simple things, very simple things. Like, let's say your brother needed help with something, with maybe cleaning his garage. You tell him, nah, man. I mean, I'm not going to help you with cleaning your garage. You're going to deny him, or are you going to help him? You're going to help your brother. You're not going to let him clean it by himself and put all the stress on him. You're going to help your brother. It could be a really simple thing that he needs help with. You're going to help each other. I mean, going to him and him alone is very important too, because you don't want to go out, you don't want to have an art with your brother, and then go out telling everybody, and not even let this brother know, and he probably don't even know about it. He don't know about it. He don't know that you have an art with him, and it could have been something very simple, and he could have been like, "Slocky, I didn't even know." But now you over here going to everybody, telling everybody. Man, this brother did that to me. Man, don't talk to that brother no more. Brother. Oh. Are you drinking Nas? It's because I gotta stay awake. Oh, Shalom. I'll say Shalom. But yeah, you don't want to go out telling that business to everybody, and that brother don't even know about it. You don't want to do that. You want to go to them and them alone, and tell them of the art that you have with them. You want to confront them, and they might hear you. They might be like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I didn't even know." Something so simple. Okay.
Great Brotherhood I saw was when we went to Carolina.
North Carolina?
We were coming back and we stopped at the waffle place.
Waffle House?
Yeah. And there was an officer from Austin, or I don't know from where, but there was this sister that was on drugs, or she was homeless too. But she went in to ask for some food, and she ordered something with pork. And the brother was like, "Nah, I'll get you anything else except that."
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, "Dang, that's your brother right there. You don't even know this woman, you don't owe her nothing, but he's being a brother, like, you know what I'm saying? He's coming out hiding, he's looking out for her, and at the same time, he's keeping her away from sinning."
Yeah.
thought that was great.
Yeah, even the simple things. Well, not something, but that's he was letting. Well, I don't know if he wasn't in the school.
The brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the 500 or 1,000.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I forgot his name. I don't know what's in the military.
Officer
Nah.
in Houston.
What's his name?
In Houston.
I think so.
In the military.
He used to be in the military.
Houston.
And one of those be like, yeah.
Damn, you talking about?
What's his name?
I think it's Officer. Damn, why did I go blame? It's Officer like.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. But yeah. That's because we're showing our people brotherhood and sister. We let our people know that if they eat that, it's gonna be harmful unto them.
Right.
It's not gonna be good for them. It's like a child who wants to harm himself, or a child doesn't know of the dangers around it. A child is not paying attention to anything. You have a, let's see, what else thing? Thumbtack nail? Yeah, you have a thumbtack nails that fell on the ground. A child is not paying attention to that. A child just wants to crawl around, and is not paying attention to the dangers of that. But you see it. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna stop that child from crawling. You're gonna pick him up, and then you're gonna pick up the dangers around. But then that child is now mad at you because you took him off the ground from crawling. Yeah, Mom, what are some ways that we how do we love our brothers? Like, what are some ways we love our brothers? That's true. Yeah, telling them the truth. Most definitely, because a lot of other places, Christian church most definitely does not tell the truth. It doesn't tell you that it's not okay to smoke weed, and it's not okay to sleep with whores. He doesn't tell you that. He just says, go on with it. Go on with it, you got it. But most of all, we give our people food and water. We go out and love our people. We go out and show them the truth. We go out and show them that if they do these things, if they go out and eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, it's going to be the cause why they're having internal problems. But one thing is, I was reading an article on something that was crazy, and I actually put the article up there if you want to get it on there. But
What's it called?
it should be the first one. It's like
Texas Soldier.
yeah, the isolated. No, not that one. Not that one.
Texas Soldier.
Yes, that one. Because a lot of our people, we don't know how to love each other. Don't
You want to share it?
share it. No, it should be. Yeah, put it on the screen. It should be on.
Let me know when. Right now.
Come go ahead.
The title of the article is Texas Soldiers push migrants into the Rio Grande and will order not to give them water amid soaring temperatures, a report says.
Hold on. Now, does this sound like they're loving their brothers and sisters? Because there's a lot of brothers and sisters who are working for the military, the government, and it'd be mostly brothers and sisters over there in the border.
Yeah.
So does it sound like these brothers and sisters are loving their brothers and sisters that are crossing over and need help? No, they're not loving their brothers and sisters, but they are loving their oppressors. They're trying to please our oppressors. Go ahead and read it.
CNN. Emails shared with CNN by the Texas Department of Public Safety detail a police medic expressing concern to a supervisor about the inhumane treatment sick toward migrants along the border of Eagle Pass, Texas.
Oh no, the what? The inhumane, the sick. It is inhumane. They're treating these people like they're not humans. They're treating these people to the worst of their abilities. And the brothers and sisters that are down there working for the government are being forced to. They're being forced to. You either do this or you're going to lose your job. You're not going to be in the prison because once they lose their job, they're not going to be able to fend for their family. They're not going to be able to pay for their bills. So what do they do? They go along with it.
Yeah.
You keep on going?
Okay. The agent writes in the email that they were given orders to push people back into the water.
And they were given orders to push people back in the water. That shows you how much America doesn't care for our people. America don't care for our people. But we still choose to love them. We still choose to follow after them. And we've got to come together and we've got to start loving each other instead of loving America. Because this is what happens when we love America. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, how we do not know how to love each other anymore. We don't know how to. We have learned how to love America. Go on, keep on going.
To go to Mexico. And I'll start again. The agent writes in the email that they were given orders to push people back into the water to go to Mexico. And they were also ordered not to give the migrants water.
They were ordered not to give them water. Think about how hot it gets out there. How hot does it get out there? Do you know, Tazir?
Over there, it's got to be about over 110.
110.
Over here, it's like 105.
Yeah. It's hotter over there.
Yeah.
110. 110, and they've been ordered not to give them water. That's how much your oppressor loves you. It doesn't. Our oppressors do not love Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He shows it. Keep on going.
The email is a report of weekly events and operational concerns from June 24th to July 1st. While the official was working as a police medic, the email was first reported by the Houston Chronicle on Monday. In a 7-hour period late last month, according to the email, 2 doctors from the Texas Department of Public Safety said they treated a girl aged 4 passed out in 100-degree Fahrenheit after Texas National Guard personnel pushed the group she was in back into Mexico.
Hold on, this little girl passed out in what? In 100 and what?
Age 4 passed out in 100-degree Fahrenheit.
Man, she was 4 years old, and they pushed her back into the water. She was 4 years old, and all she needed was water, and they wouldn't give her any. They wouldn't give her no water. What have those brothers and sisters should have done? I mean, shouldn't listen to our oppressors and let our people just die? Let our people suffer like that? Instead, those brothers and sisters should be helping those brothers and sisters. Should be helping them and giving them water. Instead of treating them like animals. Oh, you have something to say?
Not good. But like, it was an order, so the white man has taught us to basically we do it in dirty work, basically.
Pretty much. I mean, our oppressor, really, I'm telling you, really, our brothers and sisters really need to get out of the military. Because working for the military, you're going to go against your people. They say the military, I mean, the military is supposed to be for the people, right? It's supposed to. But no. It's not for the people. It's not for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's for their people, our oppressors. Not for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But they turned Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Who was mostly in the militaries? Who was mostly in the wars fighting for America?
Hispanics and Blacks.
Exactly, Hispanics and Blacks. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are mostly in their military, fighting for them. And now they're turning our people against our own people. They're turning them against our own people. Keep on going on the article.
A man with a major laceration to his leg.
Hold on. Hey Google, what does laceration mean?
Laceration is used as a noun to mean a deep cut or tear in skin or flesh, similarly to cutting, open, and gashing. Do you want to hear laceration used in an example?
No. Oh. This brother had a cut, or he was cut up because they have those barbed wire things out there.
Yeah,
the chicken wires. He probably got cut up from those. And he's in that water, that nasty water. I guess that's just the nasty water. That's probably going to give him a disease. But they still wouldn't help him. Or go ahead and read on it.
A man with a major laceration to his leg. He was injured trying to rescue his son from barbed wire attached to a deterrent Boyoe in the Rio Grande.
That was Rio Grande. This man was trying to help his son and got injured by their barbed wire. Does that sound like they're treating them like normal humans? It doesn't sound like they're treating them like normal humans. Animals get treated better than that. A crocodile gets treated better than that. A dog gets treated better than that. A rat gets treated better than that. Or even a mouse. They get treated better than that. Right?
I'm going to say this is further proof that this is our enemy specifically, because and you brought this up like 2 months ago again with Iranians and Ukrainians. You know, like when they leave their countries to come over here, it's come on, like you're more than welcome. But when we do that, trying to escape the same thing that they are escaping over here, you know, the same wickedness that goes on in those nights, they do stuff like this, but they don't do it to the other ones. So this is further proof that those are our enemies. Some nation not desired. That's what I
say. They invite them over. They invite all these other nations over. But when it comes to us, they just treat us like we're animals. Less than animals. Because the animals get treated better than us.
Yeah.
Even the animals. Like you said, it further proves that these people are enemies. But we don't see that. Our brothers and sisters are that are weak don't see that. But keep on going on there.
Come on, cousin. A teenager, 15 years old. The boy had a broken leg and was injured when he tried to cross a more dangerous part of the river away from the boys. Boys. I don't know what that means.
The boys? Yeah. The boys? Like, how do you spell it?
Buoys.
The Bob. Hey, Google. What does boys mean?
Boys has two different meanings. Starting with the most common one, boy can be used as a noun to mean a male child or adolescent, similarly to youngster and youth. Is that the meaning you were thinking of?
No.
Okay, finally, boys can be used as a noun to mean used informally or lightheartedly to refer to a man, as in, the inspector was a local boy. Do you want to hear how boy is spelled?
No, stop. Spell it again?
Buoys.
We have to search that up on the phones.
Buoys. Buoys.
Oh, boys. Bowie.
How you say it?
Bowie.
Bowie?
Oh!
Bowie. They float in the water.
Yeah, those those things that float in the water.
Yeah.
Like rafts?
No.
They're like markers to let you know how many miles you got to land.
Yeah.
Oh,
the big old things, or they'll
tell
like
you which side you need to come in on.
Yeah, or tell you when to slow down.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah, those things.
Tell you how deep the land is, right, or how shallow it is, and certain points where you can take your boat. They're there for a lot of different reasons.
I mean, the motors.
So wait, read it again.
Okay. A teenager, 15 years old. The boy had a broken leg and was injured when he tried to cross a more dangerous part of the river away from the boy. What's it called? Boys.
So this brother was trying to cross he was trying to cross to the other side of the river to seek help, expecting to seek help with a broken leg. If you're swimming with a broken leg,
They're saying that he's avoiding those buoys, so he's not going into the dangerous part. He's going the opposite of it with a broken leg, and they stopped him from.
Yeah, they stopped him from coming over. They made him turn around with a broken leg. That's crazy. These people they don't care about us. We have to stop following for America. Stop. We have to stop glorifying America, because that's what happens. They have now turned our brothers and sisters to be heartless against our own people. You know how heartless you have to be to not help someone with a broken leg that is finna drown in the water? You have to be pretty heartless. And our oppressors are pretty heartless and pretty good at being pretty. They're heartless. Go ahead and read on more on the article.
The last point is a woman, 19 years old, caught in the wire who had a miscarriage.
Damn, a woman. A woman caught in the wire, needing help, and having a miscarriage at the same time. If that isn't hell, man, I don't know what it is, because that is going through hell.
There's a little bit more to that.
Go ahead.
The next day, according to the email, police officers received reports of a mother and two children trying to cross the river in an area with no wires. The woman and child were picked up after being underwater for about a minute. Both were pronounced dead at the hospital. The body of the other child was later recovered.
Wow. Our people are going through hell to try to get over to America. Through hell. Imagine how far they have to go just to get over there. And then just to end up not making it. Being unalive, end up being told to turn around, end up being told to go back, and not able to seek medical help because of the journey that they took. If you don't see who the oppressor is, and I don't know, because only a devil will do that. Our oppressors are heartless. Are heartless against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We keep on going? Or is there any more on
Kind of. Yeah, keep going.
Keep on going?
Alright. On another shift, doctors said they found about 120 people camping out, including nursing babies and other young children, exhausted, hungry, and tired after a day when temperatures reached 42 degrees Celsius in the shade. Doctors questioned in order to pull them back into the river toward Mexico because they thought it was not the right thing to do and could have put them at risk of drowning. They were told to leave the area. The police officers wrote in the email.
So these people were starving, hungry, and after a day's journey, they're trying to get over there. And now they can't get any help, no food, no water from the military. And the military is supposed to be for the people, for their own people, for our oppressors. Only certain people, not for everybody. What?
So the doctors questioned the law enforcement to tell them like it's too damn hot for them to push them back into the river because they're probably dehydrated and hungry and exhausted. They are hungry and exhausted and dehydrated. They're going to drown. But the law enforcement, they didn't care. They said push it back into that river to avoid it from coming across and getting help. And that is the white man.
Exactly. I mean, those brothers have learned to be heartless against their own people. But going back to that scripture, what does it say? And as ye would want that man, it's like, and as ye would want, it's like, and as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. Like our brothers and sisters, they don't put themselves in their position. They don't put themselves in that position. The crazy thing is some of those brothers probably crossed over the border and ended up in the military, and now they're the ones pushing them back over there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like, they're doing everything to please the oppressor. No, doing it to please the oppressor. And they're not putting themselves in that position and thinking about it. Because what if it was them and their families coming down, trying to get over the river because they were seeking help and trying to escape the dangers that were going on. What if it was them? We have to start treating each other a lot better. Actually start loving each other. Because right now, we are not loving each other. We are hating each other. I mean, that's why it says, and as you would, that men should do to you, do unto them likewise. Do ye also to them likewise. Because that is true brotherhood. I mean, America makes it okay to show these people hatred. America makes it okay. It makes it okay to to hate the Hispanic or the Black Hispanic. It makes it okay to hate Black Hispanics and Native Americans that are poor. He makes it okay to hate whores, to hate criminals. He makes it okay to hate the BDs, to hate the GDs. He makes it okay to hate these people, and when the world makes it okay to show them hatred. But that's not what Christ ordained to be in the Bible. He didn't ordain that. What did Christ ordain? Instead of hating him, but what did Christ ordain? Bro?
To love your brother.
Yeah. I mean, what do we do?
We begin.
Mm-hmm. We go out and do what?
About brotherhood.
Do unto your brother as you would treat yourself, treat your brother like you treat yourself.
Okay. Only something else. But
teach them the way of the truth.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Christ ordained the strong to look out for the weak. He ordained the strong to look out for the weak. That's what we do. We go out and we look out for the weak. People who are supposed to look out for the weak, like IUIC. They're supposed to look out for the weak, are they not? They're supposed to be priests and prophets who look out for the weak.
Pray.
Hmm?
They pray on the weak.
But yeah, they pray on the weak. They go out marching thinking that they're better than the weak. Saying that they're better than the weak. You know, it's crazy. If you're a brother needing help, or you had a bad past, and you're trying to get better in life, you're trying to change your life and get better. You may have some warrants in your life because of bad decisions that you made, but you're trying to get better. But then you go and you find IUIC, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna go straight to jail because that's what they do. If you got a warrant, they take you to jail. They said that out of their own mouth. You got a warrant, they're taking you to jail. Yes.
No, I was gonna say that. Like, they want that. I saw that speech.
Yeah.
They want that reward money.
They want that reward money. They just want the reward money
instead of
actually
getting bread to not go to jail.
Yeah, instead of actually helping you. They're not there to help you. I mean, they don't even give out food to the poor.
Yeah, they're trying to go get a job, right?
Yeah. They don't. Because it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like they're out there for their brothers. Who goes out and gives food to the poor? So the ISUBK. ISUBK under Commanding Junior Honda goes out and gives to the poor. I mean, the Christian church they don't have they're supposed to. Christian church is supposed to be the people who help you with all your problems. They're supposed to be the leaders to help us. But are they great leaders? No. They're not great leaders because they're stealing money from them. Yeah.
Say this out real quick. Because my family, they're Mormons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them. They have a lot of like factories where they keep food and essentials and things for, if things get real, when things go down. But the only way you can get those foods and things is if you're a member. If you're not a member of the church, it's not happening.
Yeah, they don't mess with you.
You have to get baptized. And, be in their doctrine and be in their churches and Sundays and all that.
You gotta conform to them
Right.
to get the food.
And by the way, those Mormons, they're international.
International?
Yeah, worldwide, everywhere. They're all continents. I just found this out not too long ago.
See?
I just found this out not too long ago that they have those resources, but the only way you can get those things
is if
you're part of them.
That's crazy. You got to be part of them to be able to get the resources. You can't. You can't.
If you're hungry and you're not part of them, they won't feed you.
And they're just gonna look at you sideways on the street.
Yeah. They're gonna be like, just come in and get baptized.
Yeah, come in here. You gotta become us.
Yeah.
We don't.
Man, I thought this year was
We don't do that. We just.
serving the Lord.
I mean, yeah, we go out to everyone we go out and teach to everyone.
Right.
To all our brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
All Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Yeah. Whenever they need water, we give it to them.
Yeah.
We don't tell them, nah, you can't get water until you come up in here.
Right.
You stand with us. No, we don't do that to them. If our brother needs water, we're gonna give it to him.
Right.
We're gonna give it to him. We're not just going to deny him water in this 115 heat. Oh, we're gonna be there for our people. All these places you see, the Christian church, IUIC, the military, they're supposed to be for the people, but are they for the people? No, they're not for the people. They won't even give the people water. They won't even help the people whenever they need help, or whenever they have a broken leg and can't fend for themselves. They're not going to help the people. I mean, you have the police who's supposed to be for the people also, aren't they? Are they not? But are the police for the people? No, the police are not for the people because they're out there fulfilling their lusts, trying to unalive Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
They already have that in their spirit.
They do have that in their spirit. And they're turning brothers against their own brothers too. And our brothers and sisters are looking up to them in those police stations, looking up to them for an example, learning what to do from them, and then they're just reacting. They're just reacting. I mean, our rap stars are supposed to be our leaders to help our people. Our movie stars, but do they help our people? No, they don't even think about our people. They somewhere out there doing whatever they do, gambling, going to the club, partying, strip club, whatever. They're out there doing whatever they do, not thinking about any of our people who are out here suffering in the ghettos, who are struggling. It's time we start loving our people. Because we ain't loving our people, we loving our oppressors. We loving that money, chasing after the money. We loving every other thing but loving each other. Can you get Romans chapter 15, verse 1?
You done with the article?
Yeah, we're done.
So Romans what?
Romans 15 and 1.
Okay.
When you see another brother start to slip on the wrong path, when you see them start to slip on the wrong path and you're on the right path, you're on the correct path, it's up to you to lift that brother up. It's up for you to get that brother up. I'm not saying go out and kill yourself and force a brother to come up in the truth. I'm not saying that. But at least try to put your foot in the door and show him the right way, the right path. Try to show him that eating pork is wrong.
Brother.
Yeah, have brotherhood with a brother. Show him that if he does that, it's going to harm him. Like a mother would love her child. She would protect that child and show that child that that baby shouldn't touch the stove because it would hurt her. We should show our brothers and sisters that if we eat that pork, it's gonna harm us. Don't be like IURC out there marching and showing they're better than you, taking you finna take you to prison because you got a warrant. That's not helping your brothers. That's not helping with the problems at all. They're out there marching, being prideful, showing you that they're better than you. That's not gonna help anybody. Who's that gonna help?
Them.
It's helping them to make them look good. They're out there for the looks.
Not us.
Not it.
When I say us, I mean
It's not the ISUBK. They're out there trying to look good, but we out here really out here doing the dirty work, trying to get our people off of drugs. We really out here trying to help our people and counsel our people to have better marriages. Not RUIC. You got that scripture, Romans 15:1?
14-1, right?
Yeah. 15:1. 15:1. Romans 15:1. Come, go ahead.
There's the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak.
Hold on. Because Paul said, we that are strong, it's like, Paul said, since we are strong, we have to bear the weakness of the weak. The people the brothers and sisters that are strong, the brothers that are strong have to bear the weakness of the weak, the infirmities of the weak. Meaning, if my brother is too weak to see the dangers behind eating pork, then what do we have to do? We have to show that brother that, hey man, hey brother, you shouldn't eat that pork, because he's not gonna see that the reason that he's having internal problems is because he's eating that pork. But we have to come out and show him that the reason that you're having internal problems is because you're eating that pork. The reason you're suffering in the ghetto, the reason you're suffering in hell is because you're eating that pork. I mean, if our brother's too weak to see the dangers behind sleeping with a whore, what do we got to do? We got to come out and help him to see, to help him see that if he sleeps with that whore, over there, the whore, then he's gonna end up getting STDs and end up pushing himself further and faster to death. He's gonna end up skipping or jumping to death because him sleeping with that whore is gonna give him a disease. I mean, if he's too weak to see that smoking weed is the reason it is harming him, then we gotta help him understand that weed is the reason that he's having problems with his lungs. He has cancer. Like, we have to help our brothers and sisters. Keep on, or no. I mean, we have to help our people. What?
Now that we know better, we shouldn't keep that just to ourselves.
Exactly, like I said.
To make us stronger, we should share that with our brothers and sisters to make them stronger too. So they're not weak anymore. And at the same time, and the rest of the scripture, if I may, can I read the rest?
Oh no, we're gonna get to it.
But yeah, at the same time though, that's how I was gonna look at it. But we know better now, and we should share that with our brothers and sisters so that they don't go through what we went through.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have to. I mean, like exactly, like how and if I have strayed away from that, have gone away from that path, and then found Christ, this is the truth, and then become a strong. Like if you become strong, it is now up to you or up to us to now go out and help the weak.
Yeah.
It's now up to you to go and help that brother and put him on the right path.
Yeah. Bring him back to life.
It's up to you to go and help him. All right, but read it again. That same scripture.
We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak.
If you're strong, you have to bear the infirmities of the weak. Not go out and take the money like your Christian church does, because they most definitely take the money, do they not? They take the money from the people. You over here needing help with the rent, and what is your pastor telling you? No, man, pray to the Lord, pray to the Lord, pray to the Lord. Meanwhile, he's taking your money to pay for his rent. You can't. Go ahead.
Or not to extol at them or attack them.
Yeah, look down on the weak. You can't look down on the weak.
How to correct them.
You can't just look down on the weak like people do in the world.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
I mean, you turn.
There's something wrong, and then you get dismissed. You know what I mean? For example, like in Hispanic culture, is very frowned upon to do drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a cousin or a nephew or whoever, a niece that does that shit, then you're like, you're shunned. You get put to the side instead of somebody being like, hey, let me help you with this. That's I think that's what that means. You know, to bear the infirmities of the weak. You got to carry that with them too.
Mm-hmm. And if you gotta carry the infirmities of the weak. You can't just go off shunning these people. You can't go off looking at despising these people.
Right.
Despising your brothers and sisters. You can't do that. You can't look down on the weak like they're nothing. Because we too was at that same. We too was down in the ghettos. We too was struggling too. Was we not? We was out there struggling too, going through the same thing. And we have someone come and help us. Praise, you're gonna have someone come and help you get out of the ghetto. And then after that, now you're gonna be like, nah, I can't help you. You nothing to me. Like you making yourself bougie. The Lord can just put you right back into it.
That's true.
You have to be careful what you do. That's right. The Lord could take it away like that.
That's absolutely right.
We can't look down on the weak. We can't we shouldn't turn our brothers in because of his weakness. Keep on reading them.
And not to please ourselves.
Hold on. This job is not to please ourselves, not to become a celebrity. Like IUIC, they're just some celebrities. They want to be celebrities. They want to be rich. Not to become or not to take tithes like the Christian church does. They pleasing themselves by taking the money. You think they're really out there trying to help the people? Or are they really out there to please themselves and then take their money so that they can live a good and flirtatious life.
They do it to glorify themselves.
Glorify themselves.
It's not just. It's like damn, I can't even say this in the Lord, but you know how like you record yourself or people record themselves giving stuff to the homeless. That's why I didn't want to say it.
Damn, that's but they do. I know what you're talking about because I see a lot of rich people doing it. Like celebrities, they be out there. That's what kind of says celebrity because they be out there. Yeah, look, man, I'm giving to the homeless.
Yeah,
making themselves look good when they don't even care about the homeless. It's not a day in their life. They got all that money in their bank, and it's not going nowhere. It's just being spent on things of their liking to please them.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're not really helping the homeless because if they really was, there would be a lot more homeless people off of it. There would be a lot less homeless people in the world. I was gonna say there would be a lot more homeless people in houses like these. But yeah, there would be a lot less homeless people.
They'll be
they would have a place to actually put their head. But these people don't care about them. They don't. They don't even think twice about them.
Are we seeing questions online?
I think the question is online. There's a question online. What is it though?
You know, Isupk, Yan, Pana, yeah.
I don't know who that is. Hold on, never mind.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is. Is it a brother or?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. But the question is, brother, can you break down 1 Corinthians 2:31? You want to go to it or you want to keep on with your lesson?
31 more minutes.
First Chronicle 2:31. He wants a breakdown on that. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to see their face either. That is Isupk, Ya, Tando, Ya.
You said First Chronicles?
No, it's First Chronicle 2:31.
Dude, playing because it just expand the names of the sons, and then the sons of Alvin, Ish, and the sons of Ish.
So you want to continue reading on the other one or what?
Now we'll just continue going because they're just talking about the names of the sons. They're just saying people's names and the sons of Alvin. Yeah, it's just saying keep on going.
All right. I'll start again. It says the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak.
We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak. I mean, we gotta bear the infirmities of the weak. Do a lot of our brothers and sisters bear the infirmities of the weak nowadays? No, we don't. Instead, we do the opposite. We let our people go off and struggle. Like the military, the brothers in the military, let those people, those brothers and sisters, let them go off and be unalived. They let them die. The crazy thing is they didn't care if they lived or not. They didn't care. They were just following orders, like America told them to. It's like I'm always looking at the scripture. It's just talking about that.
You was the first Chronicles?
Yeah, I was in the first Chronicles. Like, oh, because I was looking at it. But go ahead.
So the infirmities, like it's like their sickness, their weakness.
Yes. Yeah, damn, you got it.
And we are to like. It's like if I had like cancer or some shit, I would expect my family to like, be behind me with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would want the people that love me to be right there beside me. You know what I mean? Instead of just letting me rot in the hospital kind of shit.
Rot in the hospital?
Rotting, yeah.
Oh, you said rot in the hospital.
Rot. It's like the infirmities of the weak. But to, if your brother or sister is weak, you gotta carry that crop, that with them. Let's struggle together, I guess.
I mean, let's say you see a homeless brother, right? A homeless brother who just needs $1, right? But you ain't got it. Are you gonna? I mean, not like you ain't got it. Like you just pour. You also pour it to yourself. You pour it to yourself. Are you gonna help that brother? Or are you just gonna let him stop? Because he just needs $1 to be able to get some food. He just needs one more dollar to be able to get some food so he can be able to eat for the day.
I hope that brother will find a way to get that $1.
Hey, we gonna find a way to get that one. I mean, you have it, but like you will pour yourself. You're like, damn, I'm serving myself.
Yeah.
You're gonna give it to him? Nah. You should still help that brother. Even if we don't, even if we don't have it like that. Like, we're not rich. We're still gonna help our brothers and sisters that are going through a worse situation than we are. Yeah. We're gonna read it.
Brotherhood is about helping.
Oh, like keep on reading.
And not to please ourselves.
From the other one. Oh, yeah, not to please ourselves. No, you good. No. Yeah, that one right there. I mean, these organizers work to please themselves. You good?
Awesome. Verse 2.
Oh.
I don't know. Just tell me how.
No, we're good right there, but I was looking at my mom. You good, Mom? But yeah, these organizations work to please themselves. You have the Christian church. He's working to police his pockets. It's the only thing he's working to police. You have the cops. He's working, like I said, he's working to fulfill his lust, to being able to beat you up, being able to show his power over you. You have the IUC, who just wants to throw their brothers in the jail to be able to get that money. Keep on reading.
Okay, verse 2. Let everyone of us please his neighbor for his good to edification.
Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification. Edification is good.
Right.
Come on, I mean, if you're coming out of the Christian church thinking you know God, right? Thinking you got a personal relationship with the Most High. You coming out of that Christian church thinking that God talks to you, because that's what they be learning in that Christian church. Right. They are there and they're thinking that God talks to them. I have a personal relationship with the Most High. He talks to me all the time, every day. It's really just their demons. But if you actually, this is another thing that they be teaching up in there. They're like, if you accept him, just accept him in your heart, in your little old Christian heart, you're gonna be able to make it to the kingdom of heaven. Right. That's what our people are learning in there. When you come out of there, You come over here, man, you're gonna need to be edified. Edified. I mean, you're gonna be edified on what the truth is. You're gonna be edified, and that is the most brotherhood thing we can do. To tell your old people the truth. To let them know that, hey man, you gotta stop with that Christianity. That's not right. This is. You gotta. They need to be edified. Our people need to be edified on the truth. I mean, receiving edification from another brother has more strength in spirit. That has more knowledge of the most high. He has more knowledge of the Most High. He has more knowledge about the Bible than you do. I mean, keep reading.
Verse 3. For even Christ pleased not himself.
Oh, hold on. The burdens of the people fell on Christ. They fell on Christ. But if you was told that you had to die by being beaten and suffering, would that please you? No, I wouldn't. But Christ died taking up the burdens of the people. Christ died. I mean, he took up the burdens of his people. He dealt with his people. He didn't shun his people away. He didn't tell his people to go off another way. He dealt with his people's burdens. He dealt with his people. If his people needed help, he helped them. If they wanted to be healed, he helped them. He didn't go off and try to steal money from them. He didn't go off and say, nah, if you're not in here, if you're not following me, I can't give you no food. He didn't do that. Where in the Bible did Christ do that? Absolutely nowhere. So as a priest and prophet of the Most High, brothers of the burden falls on us. The burdens of the people also fall on us. If our brothers are failing to gang violence, it is up to us to help them. It is up to us to help those brothers to get out of the game or stop the gang violence. If our brothers are failing to drug abuse, it is up to us to be able to help those brothers instead of letting them just go off on their own until they destroy themselves. It is up to us to put those brothers on a better path than the one that they're on. If our brothers are poor and hungry, it is up to us to feed them. It's up to us to feed them. Can you get 1 Corinthians 13:3? Because IUIC, they don't think it's up to them to help and feed the poor. They don't help and feed the poor. You have it? Okay, go ahead.
That's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 3. And though I bestowed all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and I'm not charity, it profiteth me nothing.
Oh, wrong. A perfect example of this is Commanding Junior Honda. Right. I mean, Commanding Junior Honda, he takes the Lord's storehouse and feeds the poor. What did we go do not long ago? We went out and we fed the brothers and sisters that were struggling at the border because they needed help. They needed supplies. So we brought it to them. We drove how many miles? Or how many hours? Just 12 hours? We drove 12 hours to go and help brothers and sisters over that were struggling over at the border, being able to even get sleep, sacrificing our sleep and our time to go and help our brothers because that's how much we love our people.
Oh, so okay. It was 24 hours.
24 hours?
Yeah, it was a whole day and night.
Oh yeah. Pretty cool. And we went there and back the same night.
Yeah.
With 24 hours.
Yeah.
We sacrificed our sleep and our resources for those brothers and sisters because they needed it. Because we love our brothers. Tell me who else is doing that? Going out to help their brothers, giving up their resources to help their brothers and sisters. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody else does that. And if they do, it's only because they're doing it to show up. They're doing it so that the people can look at them great, like a celebrity does, to show off. Like, hey man, I help the poor dude. But down here, I'm helping the poor. Nah. You tell me who else does that. Nobody else does that. Because IUIC, they don't do that. The military, they don't do that. They deny their people. Go ahead.
The United States military, they'll do it for Iraqis, Afghanistans, Ukrainians, but if it's not Hispanic, Black, or Native, they ain't gonna look out.
Exactly.
But for anybody else, though,
they'll do it.
Because that's how they uphold their image. Most people think of the Middle East as, because it is a war zone, but they think, oh, these people are suffering, blah, blah, not considering us, that we are going through the same shit. But that's how they get their popularity. That's how you get the numbers. Those young men, those 18, 19, 20-year-olds going to go fight for whatever ungodly cause they got going on. So they do it for them. But because they're in it for us, Hispanics, Blacks, and Native Americans. No. And that's probably in order, I don't know. I can see the president, whatever the president is like, don't look out for Hispanics, Blacks, and Natives.
True.
That's even doing that.
They don't look out for our people. They don't. But keep on reading.
And though I have bestowed all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profited me nothing.
Keep on reading.
Verse 4, charity suffereth long.
Bro, charity suffereth long. You can't get tired of the brother at the stop sign who's just asking for $4. You can't get tired of it. I mean, how many brothers and sisters you see, or a lot of people do this, but how you be driving up there and you be, oh shoot, and there's a homeless person, you roll up your window, you're like, man, why do these people do that? Like, there's other people who think like that, thinking like, man, this person needs to go get a job. But do you know how hard it is for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to get a job? It's very hard. It's very hard. We can't just, it's hard for us to clean up. Because a lot of people won't even let us inside the buildings. But an oppressor, he can clean up, go put on the suit and tie, and then he can go and, really, he doesn't even have to put on a suit and tie. He can just go clean up a little bit and go and ask for a job, and they'll give it to him. They'll give it to him. He ended up being a manager somewhere. But us, no. You can't do it. Because they're not even finna give us a job. They're not even finna let us walk into the building. They're finna shoo us out. I mean, we already be last hired, first fired. But you can't get tired of those brothers that are out there asking you for $4. You can't get tired of the poor brother that's at the gas station that just needs help. He needs $4 to be able to get some food. And he coming up to you and asking you. You can't get tired of it. You can't get tired of helping your people with their struggles. You can't get tired of helping your people with their infirmities. Right?
Unless you do it for cheap.
He said, "Do it. What do you mean do it for cheap?"
If you go to any job, if you're an Israelite,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
if you agree to do it for the lowest price they got, they'll hire you. You'll get all the hours.
And you talking about like how they did with the oranges?
Yep.
That's crazy how much they were getting paid. That's crazy. They wasn't even getting paid nothing. They couldn't. What are they supposed to do with that money?
You can't do shit with that. You can't even pay rent.
Exactly. You can't pay your rent. No way, no how. You can't even afford clothes or even a meal. Because how much it costs for a bag of chips? Like what? $3, $4? Almost $5. How much was they getting? They wasn't even getting paid that much, huh? Nah. They couldn't even make that in a day. That's the crazy.
Cents.
That's
we get paid like dollars per hour. Oh, they getting cents. You know, the copper coin where Abraham Lincoln and shit. That's what they get.
Cents an hour. That's crazy.
But sometimes you have to. I understand them because I know a lot of them. They have to accept that. That's just how it is.
That's the only job they can really get you.
Yeah.
And to them, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, loaf of bread that's a lot.
Crazy.
It's like, you want to keep reading, right?
Yeah, come keep me.
Verse 4. Charity suffereth long and is kind.
And is kind. This is something we're taught here in Isupk, to be kind to one another. Like we said in the first scripture, do unto, I'm paraphrasing, but do unto another brother as you would want to be done unto you.
Right.
You want to do unto them as you would want to be dealt with. Because one day, what if you was poor? Well, I mean, thinking about it, we was going through those struggles once upon a time. We was going through that struggle. But all we needed was a brother to come up to us and be like, hey, man, hey, and be kind to us. Like, we got to be kind to our brothers and sisters. Like, they may be rude to you, but you got to be kind to them because they could be going through something. So they are going through stuff. They be going through anything. They could be going through a lot. And all they need to snap out of it was a brother to be kind to them. They've never had that. And that's all they needed. Just by you being kind to that brother, you could have changed his whole life. Could have changed that brother's whole life just by being kind to him. But keep on reading.
Charity envieth not.
Charity envieth not. Don't envy the homeless brother that is begging by the stop sign. Like you looking at him like, I wish I could just do that. But he begging up stop sign. He's got less than you. While you got everything, really, he envying you. But keep on going.
Charity venteth not itself. It's not puffed up.
Oh, charity is not prideful. Don't be like the IURC because they are prideful.
Right.
They don't have charity for their brothers. They say they're the priests and prophets, but the priests and prophets, they weren't prideful. They had charity for their brothers. They loved one another. They loved their people. They were actually there for their people. You don't be like IUIC and be or like the Christian church, because the Christian church, they are also prideful. They don't have charity for their brothers because they're only looking out. The pastor is only looking out for himself, looking out for his pockets to take your money. That's the only person he's looking out for. He's lying to you while he's looking out for himself, putting you to sleep while he's looking out for himself. It's ridiculous how many brothers and sisters that are Israelites that are poor. Because we have so many brothers and sisters that are poor here in America. So many brothers and sisters. I mean, you got brothers out here who some brothers get kicked out of their home. You got so many brothers who get kicked out of their home and then have no place to go, who have no place to live. You have so many. So it's important that we be kind. You have so many brothers and sisters that are living out in their car, they're just living out in their car. All their belongings in the car. You have so many brothers and sisters who sleep at their job. I mean, you have so many brothers and sisters who literally live at their job. Actually, they live at their job in the closet. There's a lot of brothers and sisters who live at their job. Then you go ahead.
Sorry, we have some questions online. I want to know if you want to go into one in particular.
One in particular?
Yeah. Hear it?
Well, to that other question, I'm gonna say he's gonna. No, I'm saying like to the other question, he's gonna have to get like a breakdown from me.
This one you can stop all this mess. Whatever this dub guy is talking about.
What is it?
All right. So how are you an Israelite if your parents never taught you that?
My parents never taught me that.
20 minutes. You want to go into that?
I really want to finish the lesson, but
I'm
where is it? Because our parents had it wrong. I mean, our parents had it wrong in the day because they weren't taught who they were. Because our identity was stolen from us. So we had the transatlantic slave trade. Those brothers and sisters were stripped from their parents and taught a whole nother. They were taught Christianity from a young age. They were taught not to be themselves, just like slaves were taught not to be themselves. They were taught to take on this other nation's philosophies and culture and everything. They were taught to take on that. They were taught to take on their identity. They were taught to take on their names and everything. You couldn't have your names. You had to take the oppressor's names. You had to start speaking their language. You had to start speaking a language of a nation of a tongue that we didn't understand. But now here in Isupk, brothers and sisters, we have brothers that go out and teach that have had this truth since 1969, teaching brothers and sisters their true history, true identity, because it was lost. I mean, but now we have it. We have the truth now. And now we're out here teaching the truth because we have identified ourselves with the curses, that we have identified ourselves with these people in the Bible. Because ain't nobody else go through the curses that it explains in the Bible like Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans do. Nobody does.
There's probably a IUIC cat, but they're probably talking about like how Africans probably go through the same shit, but they don't. Because they oppress themselves. In Africa, they is Africans against Africans. Here on this side is Israelites oppressed by Edomites. You know what I mean?
I mean, the Africans, that's how they live. They live. You ever see the videos that Officer Canuck puts up about them putting? That's how they live. Yeah, that's their code. That's what they do. They wash the cow's urine. They wash themselves on the nasty stuff. We don't do that because we're not African. They wash themselves with the cow urine, and then they rub themselves in the cow feces. Yeah. They do all that. Yeah. They also drink straight blood. Seen that. We don't do that because we're not African. I mean, you can even find it in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Hold on. Yeah, right.
The highlight. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8.
You have Ham. He's the progenitor of the dark. Oh, I'm just gonna let you read. Go ahead and read.
Okay. And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
Of the dark races, the Africans, the Canaanites. Who keep on going?
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negroes. Not blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Is that it on there?
No. But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
Yeah, the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites.
And you can find this in the book of Genesis, chapter 10, verses.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But yeah, we're not Africans. I mean, but nobody else goes through the curses like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Nobody. We suffer through those curses very badly. I mean, like I don't want to get on. Now, would you be done with that? But yeah. Because then I'd have to go all the way to Deuteronomy. Okay, hold on.
We're still on Romans, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 3. That's what I left off.
Oh yeah, I was but yeah, we gotta.
You look at the chat for our class.
I'll look at it later, but
that was it.
Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of brothers and sisters who are poor on the streets. There's a lot of brothers and sisters who are out here struggling, who live in the alley, who sleep in the alley, who live in tents in the park. How many brothers and sisters do you see sleeping in the tents in the park?
Too many.
Too many. You see so many brothers out there sleeping in tents in the park. They have a whole tent city here in San Antonio. We are we are number one in poor in poverty. Now, a kind man would have compassion on the people and try to help them. I mean, they would try to help our people when they don't got it. Still giving them $1 or $2, or giving them 25 cents. It's gonna help. 25 cents with the water bottle. That's gonna help our people. I mean, we do that. We give out water bottles. It's like we're there to help our people. I mean, what is marching going to do for our people? Is marching going to help them? You know, I mean, is marching going to get our people out of poverty? No. Is marching going to get our people out of debt? Absolutely not. Is marching going to get our people out of jail? Yeah.
Marching is gonna get you arrested or killed. That's all that it has done. And I saw it in the civil rights movement when MLK was doing that shit.
They're doing the exact same thing that they did in the past.
Yeah, they were getting sprayed with yeah.
They do.
And getting German shepherds to go fight their ass. So marching is not
pepper spray.
Marching is not beneficial. I don't
we don't march.
With Hugo Chavez, the guy that he was a Mexican brother, tried to get us a race for picking oranges and apples and grapes and shit. The same thing happened to him. They started working his. They started. That's when immigration started to take effect. We started sending brothers that weren't Americans, even though they were from here, even though they were born here. Like, you Mexican? You from? Yeah, go back. So Hugo Chavez. No, Hugo Chavez, my bad. Not Hugo Chavez. I'll just quote. I forgot his name. Cesar Chavez. Yeah, Cesar Chavez. He was the one that was agricultural leader for the Hispanic community. When he demanded more money for the job that Hispanics were doing over there in the border, they started sending everybody back. And the ones that stayed there paid less.
Marching's not going to do anything for us, but marching's not going to get our people out of jail. And a lot of our brothers and sisters in jail are suffering. These people treat us like animals. I got another article for that. Is it on there? The other article? On there?
Which one?
The
72. The Texas soldiers?
No, not that one again. No, that's all the
Isolated?
God, that one. Because a lot of our brothers and sisters are treated not even like humans, and they're being treated poorly in a penitentiary.
Penitentiary?
Yeah, penitentiary.
Okay.
Good.
As of 2023 unfolds, will you support us? Oh, no, that's not the. No, that's a commercial. Okay, so isolated, no air conditioning. Louisiana youth in solitary cells amid heat. ACLU says the children alleged there are given only a few minutes outside their cells, with some even being maced.
Damn, being maced out there. And they're only given a few minutes outside of their cells. And imagine if it is 110 outside, how hot would it be in the jail cells? Like, how hot is it going to get in there? It's going to get even hotter. And there's no AC or air conditioning in those places. Those brothers are being treated like animals. Yeah, no AC. Keep on going.
Okay. Incarcerated youth in Louisiana have been locked for days in solitary confinement in a former death row prison unit, facing extreme heat in a cell with no air conditioning and windows, according to the declaration filed on Monday in an ACLU case. Sworn statements from children in in prison.
Children in prison. Like a child cannot withstand that much heat. Neither can an adult. Like they're literally in a box with no windows, just in the heat with no air conditioning. Imagine how that feels. You trapped in a box with no air conditioning, no heat, no conditioning, no windows or any breeze that comes through.
Right.
And you only get out a few minutes. And it's like 107 outside. Yeah. Oh, sorry. There's 107 outside.
Yeah.
So imagine how hot it's going to be in there. And your body can't really withstand that. Good. Keep on going.
Known as Angola prison, alleged that you spent roughly 4 consecutive days in isolation earlier this month and were given only 8 minutes a day outside their cells to shower.
They said how many? 8 minutes a day?
Right.
8 minutes a day. And imagine how many people have to take a shower. There's a lot of people who have to take a shower.
Hundreds
of people. Normally given 8 minutes a day to take a shower. I bet you that water's probably hot too. Even cold. But our people do not get treated right here in America. We're not loved by everybody else. So we have to start loving each other because we don't receive love from anybody. We're not receiving love from our oppressors. We're not receiving love from any other nation. And it's crazy because we're not receiving love from ourselves. We got to start loving ourselves. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And with that, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started at 125th Street, Harlem, New York, from Deacon and Jamaica. Passing class to Officer Taziar. Yeah.
I already talked to Officer Dawda about that. Officer Dawda? I already talked to him about that, man. There's the Isupk security announcements. Right, the Isupk started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for any new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verses 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 to 10. Masharah, which means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The memorial blowing of trumpets. This is placed on the first day of the 7th month, Friday the 15th, September 2023. You can find this in the book of Leviticus 23, verses 24 to 25. Reminder to any brother that wants to be a trooper in the school, you're required to wear all black. That includes boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And that includes the Isupk security announcement. Copy.
Okay. With that, everybody in module, which needs to stand. Okay, with no SAR. Oh, We're going to song Pamela Young, which means to turn and face the east. We're going to read the Lord's Prayer in Lashon Kadash.
Abinawa,
Abinawa,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kadash,
Kodash,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakuka,
Malvaka,
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah,
Ratzaika,
Ratzaika,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Baharatza,
Baharatza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Bashemayim,
Mashamayim,
Nataninawa,
Natanina,
Nakam,
Nakam,
Ka,
Ka,
Yawam,
Yuwan,
Wasalakinawa,
Wasalakna,
Kawawathinawa,
Kabawathina,
Kasalakinawa,
Kasalakna,
Kawawathinawa,
Kabawathina,
Wala,
Wala,
Kabayahanawa,
Kabayana,
Nasaiwan,
Manasaiwan,
Abba,
Abba,
Hawashayano,
Awashana,
Ayam,
Mayan,
Right,
Right,
Ayah,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Amalakwa,
Wahala,
Wahala,
Wahatapara,
Watapara,
Awalanyu,
Alam,
Amen.
Amen. What we said was, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done,
in earth,
in earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts,
And forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
We forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
For thine
And
is the kingdom,
and the power,
and power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
so be it.
Okay, we're Psalm 26 and Fred. I'm going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Man, Visual Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakatam. The Yajamatah. Okay, we're going to turn and face the sisters to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. I'm going to Visual Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Yajamatah. Class dismissed.